Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Easton Cook, and a friend of mine asked me to make a video covering the reasons why you shouldn't be afraid to fly. As a flight attendant myself, I fly all the time, and so very few things on the aircraft actually scare me. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why that is, and hopefully give you the peace of mind so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. But before I begin, y'all make sure and subscribe, become part of this community. And actually, for my subscribers who are part of this community, I need to fill you in real quick. Now, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video because you're like, oh, I just wanna hear the facts on what you're about to say, I don't wanna know about your personal life, y'all, okay, all right, I get it. Just give me 20 seconds. Look, I've already spent 5 of those. Y'all, this past Sunday, I got super sick. I'm talking, I went to the ER for over 4 hours and I got over 2 liters of IV fluid put in me. I mean, actually, check this out. Look, can you see that? Can you see that bruise? Here, get closer to that camera. Can you see that? It was rough, and I've been recovering all week long, and if that hadn't have happened on Sunday, I would have had this video out much sooner. But here we are, and I'm doing much better now. But yeah, that was like the sickest I've ever been. Now, let's talk about why you don't need to fear flying. Number 1, there are up to 10,000 planes in the sky at any given moment. The FAA has actually stated that there are 5,400 commercial aircraft up in the sky during peak hours. And the FAA is the Federal Aviation Administration. They govern basically everyone and everything that's able to fly. They're actually who the US airlines answer to. And of course, they conduct audits and reviews of international carriers as well. But with this many planes in the sky, commercial and private, at any given time, that means there are millions of flights each year. Yet, unless you're on a plane all the time, you don't really think about all the planes that are above your head. You only really think about a plane when it's in the news because of some type of an emergency. And given the number of planes in the sky at any given time, emergencies are extremely rare, which brings us to number 2, the odds. The odds that you are on a plane that crashes to the earth are less than 1 in 11 million. To put this in perspective, your chances of being attacked and killed by a shark are 1 in roughly 3.75 million. Your chances of being struck by lightning, 1 in 15,300, and your chances of being struck by lightning twice, 1 in 9 million. Yet you'll still go outside, you'll still swim in the ocean, and also, yes, you don't have control of the aircraft, right? So you're not able to actually fly it yourself, which is probably a good thing. And that also makes you uncomfortable because you're like, I'm just a passenger. Yet the fear of flying is pretty ubiquitous, and I feel like it really comes from the fact that you don't hear about a plane unless it's on the news because it crashed or some type of an emergency happened. And honestly, that does make sense. It's newsworthy because it's so rare. But don't let the rarity of something stop you from enjoying the journey. Honestly, when you fly, the odds are in your favor.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
And number 3, what about turbulence? Well, what about it? Turbulence is just the plane being bumped around by the air, the wind. The plane is fully designed to take on turbulence. Just like your car going over a gravel road, right? You get bumped around a little bit. Maybe the gravel is larger, so it bumps you around more. Maybe it's smaller, so you barely feel it. It's just a little bit of a vibration. Same thing with turbulence in the air. Or what about an air pocket? And if you don't know what an air pocket is, it's where a bunch of air in the sky or wind in the sky is basically going one direction, and there's a little section where it's going the opposite direction. So when a plane goes over that, it'll either launch the plane up or take it down, and then the plane, of course, stabilizes. But it is a sudden jolt. But to relate that back to your car, it's like going over a pothole. Yes, it can be scary at first, right? I'll be honest, like air pockets, they do kind of frighten me, right? But only for a moment because you didn't see it coming. It's like Tower of Terror in the air. But just like driving over that pothole, it can be scary, right? If you didn't see it coming, all of a sudden you felt that jolt and it's like, whoa, whoa, in your car. But I guarantee you just keep on driving, and then soon you forget about it the moment your next Taylor Swift song plays. Number 4, your crew is extremely well trained. Now, I'm speaking for America here because I'm part of the training team here in America. I don't know how the training is in other countries, but I can say Japan Airlines, their flight attendants crushed it. They did an incredible job. But I still can't speak on their training because I've never seen it, but I saw the outcome and it looked great. But I can talk about the training here in the States, and I'll tell you, I know how strict it can be and what our pilots and flight attendants have to go through just to get the job itself. I'm talking they train every year for it, not just the original 4 to 8 weeks of initial training that they have to get through just to get the job itself. But I'm talking they have to come back every single year for a continual qualification that they have to prove I still know how to do my job and do it very well. So your crew is trained. And while there is different data on this subject, what you're gonna find is that a plane crash is survivable. Getting off the aircraft post-crash is where you run into a lot of issues because the smoke from the fire can get so intense in seconds and suffocate those still in the cabin. Again, this is why your crew is trained so well. is so that we can evacuate that aircraft within 90 seconds to avoid the harm of smoke inhalation. Now, I've talked about what happens if the plane crashes. I've talked about statistics, odds, turbulence, but what it all boils down to is number 5. Listen to your crew, wear your seatbelt, and know where your exits are. You want to be as safe as you possibly can on the aircraft? Well, like I said earlier, you're not flying the thing, so you've got no control over that. So as safe as you can be as a passenger, pay attention to that safety briefing that the flight attendants give. It's gonna give you important information about the aircraft that you're on. Seriously, it nearly brings me to tears when I see a passenger open up the safety information card and begin reading it. I mean, it is just, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Because that passenger safety information card, as well as the flight attendant safety briefing that they give, that's gonna give you where your exits are located and how close they may be to you. And that's important because as you hear on the safety demonstration, the closest exit may be behind you. I don't want you sprinting up to the front during an emergency when the exit's right there behind you. You could just get off the plane within seconds. So know your exits, and also wear your seatbelt the whole time, even if the seatbelt sign is off. Because you hit turbulence, no problem. If your seatbelt is on, you're secure. Because the biggest danger with turbulence is when you're not secured in a seat. And secured means actually have your seatbelt on. And that's why flight attendants are at the biggest risk of injury, because we're up with those 200-pound carts out in the aisles, and it's not easy for us just to shimmy down the aisles as quickly as we can if we hit turbulence out of nowhere. Turbulence becomes a real threat when you're not actually secured with the seatbelt in your seat, which is again why flight attendants take it so seriously, and we may delay service because of this. So if you have your seatbelt on, you're safe. Enjoy your movie. And also, just a little side note, if you're already in the air just cruising, just enjoying life, just consider yourself safe. Because statistically speaking, 80% of plane crashes actually occur within the first 3 minutes of takeoff and the last 8 minutes of landing. But again, plane crashes are so rare, you don't even need to think about it. Just wear your seatbelt, know where your exits are located, listen to crew instructions, and sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. And that's all for today, y'all. Thanks for watching. Make sure and subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave me a comment below. Let me know what your biggest fear about flying is or how you get past that fear. You can follow me on the socials and also shop my Amazon storefront, all in the link in the description below. Savannah, I hope this video helps. And for those of you who are flying right now or flying in the near future, have a safe flight. I'll talk to y'all next time. God be with you.